In breaking down the Mets winning their first title in 39 years this year to win the World Series, you have to think about Max Scherzer getting traded from the Mets and then subsequently winning the championship with the Texas Rangers because Scherzer, the Mets got rid of him, then he won the World Series a few months later. Arizona's 39. Max Scherzer and the Rangers won the World Series at Arizona. Now, the Mets do win the World Series 39 years later playing in New York. New York is 39. And they're going to do so with Juan Soto. Soto is Camacho 39. So when we look at 39, I am also looking at what happened after the Mets trade away their starting pitcher. And at some point in July, the Mets are going to be buying starting pitching as buyers during the trade deadline. So the Mets are not done yet. They will get an elite starting pitcher. And the Japanese guy's pretty good, So, and they'll be much more experienced with the manager Mendoza. And I do like the Guardians for the first time with their new logo to make it to the World Series. And I'll like Lindor against his former team, and I will like the Mets to beat the Guardians. New York Mets in abbreviations would be 24 months after November of 2023. The Mets can win the World Series in 2025. Any other big players the New York Mets bought in 2025? Frankie Montas. He ain't nothing, right? He ain't nothing. But Clay Holmes gonna have a big year. $38 million contract, 38 seasons without a title since last winning the World Series. Clay Holmes is gonna have a very, very big year for the New York Mets. Holmes is Camacho of the Mets. Yeah, Shishamanai is pretty good too. You cannot forget about him. I don't get it. Starting rotation's not bad. I think we must look at Pete Alonso too. He was the president of the Cleveland Indians. His background began with Cleveland. I think that this is some Freemasonic connections, kind of BS happening here. Is where his front office career begins with the Guardians, and he wins a World Series as general manager against the team where it all began with. So, baseball operation departments with the Indians and the Mets. Assistant general manager on the Houston Astros. This guy is going to be a part of a world championship. 40 years of age, and Guardians is Camacho 40. So I do see something there with the Guardians against the New York Mets.